Welcome back. My name is Cerise Fairfax, and this is the Dominican Republic News. Thank you so much for joining. If you enjoy the news, please go ahead, subscribe, and hit that like button. Today we're going to be discussing a few stories. The first story is about the Attorney General, Yeni Berenice Reynoso. She made a powerful declaration. All animal abuse must be prosecuted, adding that animal rights need enhanced protection and stewardship. This comes as the Dominican Republic grapples with widespread animal cruelty, affecting an estimated 2 million animals roaming the streets. Under Law 248-12 on animal protection and responsible ownership, enacted in 2012. If anyone is found guilty of animal abuse, they will receive 3 to 6 months in jail. Animal cruelty, 6 months to 1 year imprisonment. They will also receive fines 10 to 50 times the minimum wage. The problem, despite these penalties, the enforcement has been inconsistent. Every week, hundreds of animals are poisoned, run over, abused, or abandoned, with many offenses going unpunished. Judge Roxana Reyes Acosta led discussions on concrete actions for animal protection. Since 2023, all prosecutors nationwide have been required to handle animal abuse cases after the dismantling of the dedicated Department of Animal Protection. Animal rights organizations argue these penalties are too lenient and continue demanding reform. With the Attorney General's declaration and coordinated enforcement efforts, the Dominican Republic appears at a turning point. Will Law 248-12 be reformed with tougher penalties? Time will only tell. Story 2. Blackouts spark nationwide protests. The Dominican Republic has faced an electrical crisis, sparking protests across the country. People burning tires, banging pots and pans, and lighting candles to express frustration over constant blackouts and rising bills. Now, it's very important to note here, as I have noted in previous videos, it's not the entire country that is experiencing these blackouts. It is in certain sectors of the country. So if you are coming here to visit or relocate as an expat, keep in mind that you can get a generator, and many places do have generators. When the electricity goes out, it goes out for maybe 10 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer in other areas. If you are coming to the tourist area, you will not experience so much of a crisis at all. The electricity may go out immediately, the generator will go on, and you will not even notice anything, especially if you're staying in an Airbnb or a hotel. Always be sure to ask your landlord or the people who you're renting from or staying in if they have a generator, and things should be fine. But in La Vega, residents report losing power 1 to 3 times daily for 1 to 4 hours. President Luis Abinader attributed blackouts to 3 factors: sustained demand increase. In the last 5 years, the electricity demand and usage has gone up by 50%. And there's another reason why. There are temporary plant shutdowns for maintenance. Abinader also says that sarcasm affects the generating facilities. Celso Marancini, president of the United Council of Electricity Distribution Companies, announced that by 2026, the Dominican Republic expects to eliminate power outages caused by high summer energy demand. The government plans to invest $450 million between 2025 and 2028 to expand transmission lines, substations, procure transformers and meters, and modernize infrastructure. Despite positive developments, the system recently reached peak demand of 3,923 megawatts, while achieving a renewable generation record of 1,554 megawatts. Residents continue enduring frustrating blackouts, hoping 2026 will bring the reliable electricity promised. Story 3. The Dominican Republic is experiencing remarkable transformation in healthcare, positioning itself as a premier medical tourism destination throughout Latin America and the Caribbean. Medical tourism has become one of the 5 most important economic contributors, alongside traditional tourism, medical device exports, gold, and tobacco, generating over $1.3 billion annually. Studies predict the Dominican Republic could attract more than 500,000 medical tourists annually by 2028, nearly doubling the 2022 figure. The ambitious target, more than 1 million international patients by 2043. And why do patients choose the Dominican Republic? The treatment costs are 40 to 60% lower than the United States. Medical procedures can cost 50 to 70% less than in the US or Western Europe. A rhinoplasty might cost $3,000 to $4,000 in the Dominican Republic, but in the US, it may cost $8,000. The country offers world-class hospitals with international accreditations and bilingual professionals, ensuring high-quality care. On October 1st, the president inaugurated the Dr. Jose Joaquin Puello General Clinical Surgical Hospital, demonstrating commitment to expanding medical infrastructure for both local residents and international medical tourists. The medical tourism boom creates jobs, drives infrastructure improvements, spurs healthcare innovation, and enhances the country's global reputation. As this sector expands, the Dominican Republic solidifies its position as the go-to destination for affordable, high-quality medical care in the Western Hemisphere. Story 4. Coffee crisis. While celebrating medical tourism success, the Dominican Republic's agriculture sector faces a crisis, threatening to waste the best coffee harvest in 10 years. Farmers project more than 300,000 quintals of production this year, a milestone not reached in a decade. The southern region alone expects to exceed 120,000 quintals. The devastating irony? A severe labor shortage threatens over 6 billion pesos in potential income for coffee-producing families. The crisis is particularly frustrating because increased domestic production coincides with the highest coffee prices on the world market in 50 years. Dominican farmers could earn unprecedented income if only they could harvest the beans. The labor shortage reflects broader economic shifts as industries like medical tourism, construction, and traditional tourism booms. Workers have better employment options than seasonal agriculture labor. Younger Dominicans increasingly pursue education and careers outside of agriculture, creating workforce gaps. So what's at stake? 6 billion pesos or more in potential income hangs in the balance. Coffee growers demand the government provide emergency alternatives. They're calling for emergency labor programs, temporary work visas, government coordinated recruitment, and incentive programs to attract workers. Unlike some agriculture products, coffee cannot wait. Coffee beans must be harvested within specific timeframes. Every day without adequate labor means more coffee lost, more income forfeited, more disappointment for families who've tended crops all year. The question, can the government mobilize emergency response quickly enough to save this historic harvest and protect thousands of coffee-producing families? We will have to see. Thank you so much for joining this evening's news. My name is Cerise Fairfax. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Have an amazing day. God bless you. Be safe out there. Remember, tomorrow is not promised, so make the best of today.